Pank, you come across 4 imps that appear out of nowhere and look up at this tall monstrosity that's close to twice as tall as they are when fully extended. And they just sort of look up and go, "Ooh, what is that?"
Destroyer of the world.
They sort of, they circle around you and they just go, ooh, ooh, ooh. And so now you have a quartet.
WarMECH, kill them.
Initial command already input, will not
WarMECH, cancel initial command.
Primary command has been achieved.
Fine.
So the imps are just sort of following you going, ooh, ooh.
I kill them. While they're all going, ooh, I kill them.
Okay. We will just assume that you roll significant damage to hit. You obliterate the first one, and the other 3 start running away.
They're imps. What are they going to do?
Heroes, you have a delightful rest in the tent, and you get out, and by the time you get out, it doesn't feel like any time has passed, really. But you have this tent that's sitting out there, and it smells delicious. The tent smells delicious.
I sniffed the tent to see if I can recognize the smell.
It smells vaguely of pancakes.
I turn to the other guys with a big smile, saying, "This smells like pancakes."
And
I think we all know what's supposed to happen next.
You do seem to recall hearing somewhere that tents don't leave a mess out in the wilderness because they are 100% edible.
Dibs.
Have I destroyed Coneria yet?
You are now entering the city limits. You're at the walls, and
I'm beginning to eat the tent.
I grab my knife and fork and eat one of the back flaps.
Okay, you begin to gnaw on the tent. Meanwhile, Pank has arrived at Coneria, and all of the townspeople start to take a look around and then look up at this shiny object that's arrived at their gates. And WarMECH takes a moment to scan the area and just assess everything that's going on. Meanwhile, from the town that's front and center, you hear people shouting, "Quick! Grab all of the Timmies out of the well! They should see this!"
I'm gonna yell out, "Y'all might want to leave before this gets messy. I've had it up to here with your crappy town, with your unhelpful weapon shopkeepers, and your lax elven security, and your spies, and your wells full of children. I'm done, Coneria. I am done."
You hear a voice from somewhere saying, "Lax elven security? We gave them the permission to go in and empty out the treasury. They earned that key."
And that's why I'm going to destroy the castle now. WarMECH!
The tip of the emitter apparatus seems to start to glow. And a few townspeople start walking around. The leggy blonde girl in the swirly dress comes up to WarMECH and says, "I am Arlon, the dancer!" Zorge! This huge beam just sweeps across the ground, takes her out, incinerates her, and everyone else in the way. The inn, with your lovely innkeeper, is now on fire. Back to the other part.
I feel bad about that, but not bad enough to do anything about it.
Meanwhile, back at the outside the Temple of Fiends, you have finished eating your tent, and you're all completely...
I'm destroying Coneria, and they're having brunch.
I offer a slice of the tent to the other two adventurers. I'm just being...
And the Red Wizard and the Red, whatever they are, the Wizards, finally pull themselves together and say, "All right, this is going to end here. You 3, you are joining us because you stood in our way long enough. You're involved in this now." Crashing through the entryway to the Temple of Fiends is this gargantuan creature, this greenish-orange demon of sorts that is easily 4 times as tall as you are. His leg alone is as thick as any one of you are. He's got all sorts of scaled armor skin. He's got monster heads. He's got like a dragon head that's coming out of his stomach. He's got these armored shoulder pads that look like they're natural armor growing out of him. He has these tremendous, sharply pointed wings. He's got ivory horns curving out at strange angles out of his head. He's got a tough...
He's
looks
impressive.
like some sort of blue hair, clawed feet, and this large maw with sharp teeth and he says, "I am Chaos, and you shall answer for your cowardice." Everybody,
Hey.
roll for initiative, including Pank, because we're going to try and bring all of you through in proper turn order.
Hey, it kind of sounds like Chaos is compensating for something. Am I right? Am I right?
I rolled a 3. Oh.
Well, if you add that to mine, we get 20 because it's the 17.
Yay!
Helpful, but
Oh.
Actually,
I got a 7.
does Pank get any buffs from WarMECH?
No. So, sorry, hang on a second. Tell me what your initiatives are, please.
17.
I got a 3.
Okay.
3.
Alf, 8. Lita,
7.
7. Okay. Give me just a moment to figure out who goes first. So, JOEV, you're doing pretty well at being ready and on the ball for anything.
Good.
You have a chance to go first, but give me just what?
I'm thinking. Just do your thing. I'll figure out
Yep.
what I'm going to do. Oh, my health's back. Health and MP are back, right?
No, not magic points, just health.
So, okay.
Just 30 health from the tent. You would need to go back to town to sleep in an inn that's currently on fire to recover any more than that.
Nice.
My bad.
Um,
Not really that sorry.
let's.
Didn't think that you were.
So there we have our question mark, and Lard or whatever his name was.
R2D2.
Or 2D2.
So yes, JOEV, you get to go first. So you are now standing outside, belly full of tent, a short distance from the exit to the Temple of Fiends, out on a grassy plain just before the forest, and you have this impressive demon Chaos standing before you with his long spiky tail swaggling, that's a word that I just made up just for you, around. And you are standing alongside the Red Wizard and the White Wizard, and you've got the dead bodies of the Knight and the Black Wizard off to either side for decoration.
Ooh, I bet they're going to want their stuff back when we revive them.
So go ahead, JOEV.
Yeah.
Okay. Do our two companions need healing?
Yeah, they definitely look like they're down on hit points.
Okay. The White Mage might be able to take. Can I ask them if any of them know
Use the
healing
heal
spells?
helmets. Oh, wait, you don't.
I don't have it. You have that.
No, I don't. Red Mage has it.
A Red Mage. Well, it's not his turn. I don't really have any. Fine. You know what? Just for yucks, I'm gonna throw my hammer at the giant demon guy. Hit his toe or something. Or is it not close enough?
Okay, roll to hit.
I'm gonna pretend that I'm useful. Boop. Whoop. Outside of my hit percentage.
He successfully does not take any. You just tink right off of him.
Oh, good. I'm glad I was helpful.
Yes, the Red Wizard. Yeah. Red Wizard just goes in and he says, "Well, I'm down on spells."
It's not like
Actually,
he even gets
this-
any good spells by the end of the game anyway.
Yeah, right. He says, "Well, this might. Well, no, it's not going to work." I can cast Lock 2 and I can cast Slep, and that's all I got. So I'm just going to hit him. So he runs up, and it looks, as you see the Red Wizard running up to strike Chaos in the side of the leg, you notice that Chaos also looks like he's been pretty badly beaten up. You're not sure, but you think, with one more person in their party, the real Light Warriors might have been able to take him down. So he is fairly injured yet, but he's still putting on a good game face. So the Red Wizard successfully hits and starts to roll for damage, except I'm a silly head and didn't write the right thing in there. All right.
Your head
so he
is
rolls
silly.
for damage. Yeah, quite so. Oh, goodness. Let's see. Well, it's a good hit, but not much of it goes through. So Chaos seems to be slightly scuffed up just a little bit. The White Wizard takes a look around and says, "Well, I only have anti-lightning and mute. That's all I can cast. But you know what? We've been hit by lightning before. We'll do this again." So he casts ALIT, anti-lightning, which reduces lightning damage to all allies by 50%. So everyone who's standing here, if you get hit by a lightning spell, you take 50% less damage. Alf, go ahead.
Okay, Alf is rolling.
Wait, you have a heal helmet.
Alf does have
Yeah.
still helmet. What does that?
You might be able to heal our. What does it say on it? Just says heal. What does that do?
It
I don't
casts
know.
heal, restoring that to all allies.
Because you could quickly restore our new friends' health.
But I can't use it, I thought.
You can shout heal, and I think that does something.
Yeah, you just lift it over your head, read the word that's inscribed on it, and see what happens.
I'll do that rather than attack. So
So I want to hear you shout heal, please.
heal.
Excellent. You all feel slightly better all of a sudden as this magical healing energy starts to close your wounds up. I will have you individually roll for your heals. Actually, no, I'll just do it all for you. Everyone gains 14 hit points back from the heal spell,
Okay,
Including our friends.
including your friends.
I'm sure that helps them a lot because at that point in the game, 14 HP is
Hey, every little bit counts. All it takes is the difference between 1 HP and not to kill you.
Would
Lita,
we really call
go
them our
ahead.
friends?
What's that?
Would we really call them our friends?
Well, they're probably your best chance of not dying right now, so sure,
I
go for it.
can't remember their
All right.
names. So.
R222 question mark and door. Come on.
Alright, if I use the black shirt, which I can't equip, but it says to cast ice too, does that cost a magic point, or does the shirt just...
It is absolutely
just
free.
awesome?
The shirt is an unending source of energy, so after this quest is over, maybe you're going to try and impress it into service to power a small nation or something.
Alright, let's go with dice too. Nah.
Okay, so lift it over your head, and you got to shout the command word.
Once I do the math, then I'll do that.
Okay.
Why is my phone not turning on? Oh no.
Do you need some math assistance?
No, I just need to get a calculator. This is taking longer than it should. Sorry.
Just give me some numbers, and I'll punch it for you.
No, I got it.
Meanwhile, Coneria is more on fire than ever before. The inn collapses on itself. The innkeeper runs out, saying, "Press reset! Press reset!"
We did say.
That's 114 damage.
Wow.
Very nice. Not all of it goes through. He's got almost this magical aura around him. You said 115, was it? 114?
114, yeah.
114. Very nice. Okay. But still takes a good fair amount of damage to that.
Why just keep doing that then?
If only we had someone with a sword that did extra damage to let magical entities.
What you notice, though, is that not only does Chaos have a magical aura about him that seems to reduce the potency of spells by a great deal, he also seems to be slightly resistant to ice magic as well. You know the power of this spell. So it still did an impressive amount of damage, but he's still holding on strong. Hank, you are sitting atop WarMECH, and the destruction continues. It's your turn. WarMECH has its own turn, so you may choose what you're going to do as the town burns before you.
Put my feet up.
Roll to be comfortable. All right, and you just let it do its thing.
Oh yeah, no, I rolled a 2. I'm very comfortable.
The town guard has mobilized and begins running after WarMECH. WarMECH, however, launches a nuclear attack, dealing...
Yep, I'll do that.
Yep. Let's see. 15
All the
d20
damage.
plus 100. Wait, no, that can't even be right. That number just can't even be
No.
right.
Yes, it can. Yes, let it be right. Let it be right, Nathaniel. Come on. Wait. Let me look at my D&D die roller. See what this rolls. You said 15 d20.
Yeah, I don't
believe
think I
that-
calculated that right.
No.
at all.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Let me have this. Let's see. 15. 20. So I did die. 15. Which is there. It is. D20. Number 15 plus 100. 256 damage.
Yeah, okay. That's what I was looking at. I somehow got like 63,000 damage, and I'm like, I did not plug in any of these numbers correctly.
Oh yeah,
So-
okay, that's a little off.
Yes, that's ridiculously off. But still, you said 258?
256.
256. I can live with 256 damage. So 256 damage to the town guards. Their mighty armor absorbs a goodly, I don't know, like 8 of that.
I warned them.
Unfortunately, they are common town guards, and they are nuclearified. They just are no more. Chaos has a chance to go,
Uh-oh.
and Chaos casts a spell called Slow 2 on all of you. You just feel this weight, like gravity's increasing around you. Everyone roll a magic defense check.
Did we give the ribbon to the ribbon does stuff with status stuff, right?
Whoever's wearing the ribbon is immune.
So that's Michael.
Okay.
Michael Gray.
Yay.
Sorry, Al.
So Alf
what do
doesn't
we
need to
roll?
roll,
to
but everybody
resist?
else, please roll a. And you notice that the wizards are also wearing ribbons in their hair, so they're good.
Yes.
What are we rolling?
You're rolling a magic defense check, so it's a D100, and then
Okay.
if sort of like evade, if you are equal to or lower than your magic def score, then you are not affected.
I am affected.
Okay.
I'm
affected.
I
Okay,
am
so you're
both
slow. So that reduces the number of hits by 1/2 for all targets. So if your hit percent were high enough to give you multiple hits, then this would be a problem. But because you're only doing one hit ever, this does not affect you in any way.
Cool.
Jove, go ahead.
Okay. See if I can be useful. Oh wait, no. Okay, I didn't do that. I don't have any spells that do any damage. Okay, wait. So what does Pank have in his pockets, and can I like bring them back to the people?
Yes, you
his
can,
magic sword.
because your
His magic sword.
pockets are connected.
Can I?
At least as far as the potions and tents are concerned.
Oh, not weapons.
No, those are individually.
Can I shout into my pockets to ask Pank to throw his sword into the pocket so that we can have it?
You can do that, however.
Will that work?
Yeah,
Okay.
as far as you know, you've never tried it.
I'll try. I'll try that.
So, Pank, you hear a voice coming out of your pants saying, "Shove some weapons in here."
Mr. Peeps, you can talk?
Oh dear.
Please just comply.
I don't know a
Have
lot
fun.
about what goes on down there, but I'm pretty sure I shouldn't shove weapons down my pants.
Just the pocket. You'll be fine. Just come on. We're letting you have your fun.
Does Pank even have any weapons that would be relevant to any of you?
He has the magic sword.
Which is just as good stat for stat as the wear sword that your red mage is carrying.
Is chaos not magic based?
Chaos is not magic based. He
Oh.
looks like he should be, but in fact, he's just evil.
Oh.
Alright then.
Oh, does he have anything useful?
So, Jove, do you want to do something useful? Because your pal
I don't
Pank
know if I
really
can.
does. What?
I don't know if I can. I guess let's cast fog on someone.
There you go.
Who should I cast fog on? Let's see. Oh wait. Okay. I'll cast it on our red mage.
Okay, so you have +8 to your absorb for the duration of this battle.
Oh, sure.
The red wizard takes his weapon, and you catch a hint of it from the side, and it looks to be the mighty Masamune sword, and slices at Chaos's leg, which is a hit, and is really not that good of a hit, unfortunately. So it doesn't look like much of that damage goes through. He's just sort of whittling away slowly at the leg. White Wizard lifts his hammer, his Thor hammer, and he says, "Lightning bolt!" And lightning flies out and starts to hit Chaos, dealing some damage. How much, perhaps, we should know? Not quite enough. Doesn't seem to do much to Chaos. So, let's see. Go ahead. Alf.
18, which is inside the hit percentage.
Yep.
So it's just one hit. Oh, so that's a crit. Yay. So that's 30 damage. 30 damage to Chaos.
It doesn't look like that. That looks like that hardly scratches him.
I did that wrong, didn't I? I needed 2d8.
And also, did you multiply? Do you have a multiplier for multiple hits?
No, I only did the one hit. So I
Okay.
did roll the multiplier.
Okay. All right. Lita?
I'm going to try using fire on him,
Okay.
and I got a 58.
Okay. So, you get a little bit of damage through, surprisingly. Doesn't feel like much, but something. Pank, go ahead, and Pank, I'll let you take control of WarMECH.
Is Coneria dead?
No, it is still burning, however.
I mean, he's not going to stop till Coneria is destroyed, right?
Right.
But I have control of WarMECH.
Yeah, you can choose to. And actually, let me work out a quick Word document for you with the stats so that you can control him instead of me.
Do I see Chaos?
Nope, you are way the heck out there now.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna shout to the pocket that chaos is a giant chaos here and explain everything. I'm also gonna tell Pank that it would look really, really cool if he came and beat this guy up. He would be a hero and get all of the pancakes that ever existed ever.
No, I'm not listening to you, Mr. Peep. You told me to shove sharp things down there. I mean, Corneria's not dead yet.
So
I
you
really
can
don't
start
want
picking
to leave
individual
this.
targets if you want to shoot things.
Oh, let's destroy the castle.
Okay.
Shit, yeah.
WarMECH starts to march forward, and you can start rolling for damage if you so desire. You can start nuclearing it, or you can just assume that it's shooting things up at decent hit rates. So it begins to march forward, and
I'm just rolling damage.
yeah, it doesn't get to the castle yet. You have to go through another round of guards. There's one more guard who's racing at you with a rapier,
Okay,
shouting
it does
some battle cry.
it does 212 damage to the guard.
He just gets launched backwards, flies around the world once, and lands behind the WarMECH.
Okay.
Very dead.
And then I
Back
do
to
296 damage.
What's that?
Oh wait, I only have 3 uses of nuclear?
Yep.
Oh,
Use
okay,
one
then
more.
I just attack him, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Chaos gets to go, and Chaos really is the description of what's going on now. So he's stomping around out in the field, and begins to focus an attack on the Red Wizard. So he lands a hit. His arms are big enough that, and feet are big enough that there's really no question that he's going to hit you. It's just a guarantee. But he does successfully land a blow on the Red Wizard. Ooh. And math with big numbers is a challenge. It looks like a whopping 86 damage goes through to the Red Wizard.
Oh, you know.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
The Red Wizard, not the Red Mage.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. You sounded like especially concerned. I thought you might think it was
Look,
you.
he's my bro, so.
Yeah.
The Red Wizard has been beaten down so much that his hit points are down in the lowly areas where your hit points are right now.
Oh, joy.
JOEV, go ahead.
Does Chaos have pockets?
Not that you can tell.
Because, like, if I threw my crystal at him, would we have access to anything that might be called a pocket?
Nope.
Oh.
Nice thought, but no.
I was saving that idea. Okay. I'm not going to do enough damage to do anything interesting. So, let's heal the Red Wizard. If he
Okay.
dies, we're not in a good situation.
All right, how much hit pointage does he get back?
He gets... Oh, good. This is a great time to roll one. 33.
Okay, that's enough. He thanks you, nods his head graciously, and then he takes his turn. strikes at Chaos, and this time he manages to slash twice with his gloriously beautiful sword and does an okay amount of damage that almost bypasses Chaos's damage reduction. And then the White Wizard gets to go, once again, throwing up... Actually, he throws up the white shirt this time, and shouts, Invitu! You don't even know what that means, but it's probably invisibility 2 or something along those lines. Everyone's evade goes up by 40.
Oh.
That's a
And
lot.
Alf, go ahead.
So Alf rolls a 58, which is outside the hit percentage.
Okay, and Chaos easily dodges that, just steps backwards.
Oh. Boo.
Lita?
I'm going to cast Ice 2 again.
Okay, so you lift it up and shout.
Shout.
Ice, yay.
Let it
Let
all
it all
out.
out.
Just let it go.
How much
103
damage are we
damage.
unleashing with this cold, frosty shirt?
103 damage.
Okay, this ridiculous blizzard just issues forth from the black shirt and envelops his entire top half. And you said 108, was it?
103.
103. A lot of that goes through. So,
Cool.
very cool. Very cold, in fact. Ho-ho. It seems like Lita is almost single-handedly starting to take down Chaos, because you can see that he's really getting battered and bruised, and it looks like he's about to step up his game very soon. Pank, you are approaching the castle.
Nuclear.
Okay, you may go ahead and roll that if you so desire. As the
I desire
remaining,
it.
as the old men who were the old scholarly-looking men who were standing around the treasury start to wander out and just stare up. They're not staring at the ceiling this time. They're just staring straight up at WarMECH. They're like standing directly under WarMECH, just sort of standing, staring, waiting, watching, curious, and then blasted apart by nuclear.
Okay.
One of the towers as well just melts. Like the lower portion of the tower melts and the whole thing collapses.
Metal.
Go ahead. Oh, it's me. Chaos summons a lightning storm and flings it at you from his hand. Just these bolts of lightning go crackling everywhere. Very powerful. You recognize this as a Lightning 3 spell. And we will do to you many damages. Give me just a moment.
Are you
I
gonna
want
take
you
it?
to savor your last little bit of life before it all disappears before you.
You taking into account the 50% reduction?
You taking into account the 50%.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Ribbon gives.
You each take 158 damage from
Okay,
lightning
good.
bolt. However,
Uh.
you also have the 50% reduction from anti-lit, and you also have your magic defense on top of that.
So the magic defense subtracts from it, right?
Correct. It's just like absorb. But remember that it's 1/4 of your magic defense
Oh.
is how much you subtract.
So I've got Ribbon 2, which reduces elemental damage by 50%.
And that's an additional 50% from the anti-lightning.
The 50% plus 50% is 100.
So it's effectively 25%, I think, if I'm doing things off the top of my head just fine.
Oh well.
I don't take
Um,
any damage because I'm on WarMECH.
It reaches all the way to you. All right, so how we looking, team?
Hold on.
I have absolutely no idea.
Wait,
I'm
You
Pete.
just explained it, but I do not get it.
Okay, so I have dealt 158 base damage. You reduce that by 50% from having anti-lightning, which gives you 79 damage that you're dealing with. Furthermore, if you are the bearer of a ribbon, I think it was, that reduces elemental damage by 50%, you are reduced to 39.5, we'll round that up, you're reduced to 40 damage.
Okay.
However, the rest of you are taking 79 damage, and you have your magic defense score. Take your magic defense score, divide it by 4. And I told you to write this out already so that you wouldn't have to calculate it, but I guess nobody did. So shame on you.
I got it. I got
So
it.
you have your magic defense score divided by 4, and whatever that number is, it's the remaining 79 damage minus whatever your modified damage reduction score is for your
Oh.
magic defense. And then that's
Okay.
the total amount of damage that you take now.
We don't factor any of our absorbs in, right?
No, absorb is totally separate.
Okay.
That's just
Right.
physical hits. That's for being hits struck like lightning, not by lightning.
Okay.
okay, that takes me down to 96 HP. I'm not dead.
It takes me down to 38.
Okay.
I only took 33 damage. Yay.
How we doing, Lita?
Oh my god. I'm at 13.
All right, that's perfect condition for fighting the final boss. Jove, go ahead. Save the day.
Okay. I have no magic left.
Oh,
I'm gonna die.
Can I take the heal helmet
The heal omelet.
from
omelet.
ALPH and just use that because that's about the only thing I can do right now.
I will let you take your turn to hand it off. Normally that's not allowed in Final Fantasy, but I will allow you to use your turn to pick up the item from someone else.
I can't do anything else, so I'll do that.
Okay, so you take
Okay.
your turn to acquire the heal helmet. You now have the heal helmet. The red wizard goes to strike again, and he's really, really hoping that he is able... Ooh! Triple critical hit. Good for you, red wizard. So he
Triple
deals...
critical.
Yeah. Doing a little bit of math. See, this is why I didn't let you guys get into ridiculously high levels, because then we just spend all day doing math. Which I guess is what we're doing anyway, but even more. This time, he finds a particularly soft spot. He finds the Achilles heel of Chaos, and managed to jab the sword right in there into his heel, and does a substantial amount of damage that even presses through Chaos's very impressive external armor that he has. And it's the White Mage's turn. The White Mage throws up... Actually, no, he doesn't. The White Mage tries to run away. Says, this is not getting us anywhere. Does not successfully run away, so it's Alf's turn.
Alf, 13, so that's a critical hit, but only one hit, so it's not a double hit. Alf roll here. 1, 6, so that's 30 damage.
Okay,
On the
it doesn't
critical
look like really much of that at all goes through. Just a little dink.
Oh,
Lita?
right, I'm helping.
I know,
I'm going to hit it with ice again, and I got 118 damage.
Okay, hang on a second. That's a mighty blow. That blizzard just is ripping him apart. Chaos
Did I kill
starts
it? Yeah.
to stagger, very much so. He looks like he is about to collapse on you. The slightest hit looks like it could bring him down now. Hank, go ahead. You are standing at the castle gates. One of the towers has melted. All of the sages are gone. People are now running and screaming in every direction, screaming, "Save the princess!"
I feel like my work here is done. My work here is done. Go to Provoca.
Just on foot.
Yeah, I can probably
Okay.
jump.
You hop off of WarMECH, or do you try and ride WarMECH? Because WarMECH is going to continue its directive to destroy the town and the castle until such time as it's finished.
Oh, I thought I had commanded. Oh, I see what you were saying before. I'll just. I'm gonna stay on WarMECH till it's done. So, I
Okay.
mean, as soon as it's done, it's gonna accept another command, and I want to be right there when it's ready to take another command because I need to tell it to be my best friend forever.
All right. So it starts shooting through the windows, and you hear screams, people running all about, panicking.
Good.
Chaos gets to go.
Uh-oh.
I mean, I don't know any
Chaos.
better. I don't know that there's anything happening. So.
You just happily being an anti-hero, destroying everything like you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
The Final Fantasy version of the Punisher.
Chaos strikes at Alf.
Oh.
Just goes to stomp his. Just like you stomped the spiders, so too does he try to stomp you.
But you've got that fog that will save you a whole 8.
Yeah.
Yes, so you are fogged. He rolled very low, so you only take 117 damage.
Okay.
But you get to factor in your absorb, plus your plus 8 for fog.
Yep. So that is. I'm wrong again. How much damage was that?
117.
Okay. That's 94 damage for when I had 96 hit points, giving me a grand total of 2 hit points left.
Awesome.
I know.
Joe?
That's great.
It's my
Oh.
turn.
Jove, go ahead. Chaos
I will-
is looking like he's summoning every last ounce of his strength just to stay in this battle.
If I could hit him with the hammer and it would actually defeat him, I would be so happy.
You never know, it might be enough to do it.
The heal helmet isn't gonna. It only healed 14, right?
Right.
It's not gonna save us. I'm gonna go for it with my little dinky hammer.
Your little hammer striking the giant.
Well, that didn't go
Michael?
so well.
Michael or whoever edits this, once after the roll of that die, can you play the Price is Right failing sound? Ba-dum, ba-dum.
I rolled
I'm
a
sorry.
98.
So outside of your hit range?
Yeah.
Okay, so he very swiftly dodges. Red Wizard.
Okay. I kind of just sulk at this point.
Red Wizard is just looking at how much damage the Red Mage took, and he's saying, I couldn't take that. He tries to run away. He is just convinced that he's going to be able to regroup with his comrades. Does not succeed. The White Wizard also tries to do the same. Also does not succeed. Alf, it's back to you.
Alf rolls a 92, well outside the hit distance.
And Chaos doesn't even feel it as you glide into the side of him. Lita, go ahead.
I'm doing this again.
Go
Okay.
for ice.
Ice, and I do 113 damage.
You may describe Chaos's death.
Oh god. The blizzard keeps coming and coming and coming, and he freezes, and then I'm going to let Joe hit him with a hammer, and then he just
Yes.
blows up
Yes.
into a million pieces of ice.
It snows. It's
No.
snowing.
Alright.
Yeah. This is probably
Yes.
not good for the environment. Whatever. I'm hitting him with my hammer.
As
Wait, can I roll?
As you strike him with the hammer, he gradually
roll?
just begins. Oh yeah, please do.
Alright, I rolled within my hit percentage, which is probably
Nice.
good. I do a whopping 11 damage to the ice.
Okay.
Man.
And because he's frozen and doesn't get any armor advantages, all of that goes through.
Yes.
So shatters and just disintegrates into the snowflakes that go flying off very slowly, very loudly. Chaos has been destroyed. And the two wizards look at each other sheepishly and say, ha, we were never cut out for this job to begin with. Maybe you really are the heroes. Maybe we're really the heroes. Well, we're all heroes today. And they all
Yes,
sort of pat
and
you on the back.
This
They pat the Red Mage Alf very gently on the back because too hard and he'll die.
two.
I'm kicking down remaining buildings in Coneria.
As all of this is happening, you as all of this
what
is
good
happening,
are your heroes if you have nothing to come back to?
the wizards start to look at each other and they say, wait, if we destroyed chaos, we broke that convoluted time loop that didn't really make any sense, but a bunch of people told us about. So maybe, just maybe, and as they look across the landscape, everything seems to be greener, brighter. The whole world just starts to be cheering up. At the gloom of the swamp, the fright of the forest, all of it just starts to dissipate, evaporate. You see some wandering bands of imps that suddenly go from having violent intent in their eyes to just looking around, smiling at butterflies, and seem to have no more evil in their hearts. This wave is washing over the land of this release of whatever evil source chaos had infected the world with. And you can see, you just feel, LITA and JOEV, you can feel this sort of connection with your homeland of Melmond, and you can feel that the earth is recovering and that all of a sudden it's healthy again. You can plant crops. You don't know this for sure. You just get this sort of sensation, this feeling, this quick vision. And the entire rest of the trip back, because now you're starting to walk back towards Coneria, just feeling this compulsion to do so, everything looks brighter and happier than you left it before. It doesn't look like there were any signs completely decimating all the imps. And by the time you reach Coneria again, you see PANC standing there slightly confused because WarMECH
I saved WarMECH with the power of my friendship. He's still there and killing everybody.
All of the destroyed buildings of Coneria are suddenly back and intact. You see the princess walking around with Garland, of all people, who supposedly kidnapped her in the first place, standing there with the queen and the king, and they're all greeting the townspeople going through their regular walk through here. Whatever just happened, this crazy convoluted time loop has been broken, and none of the events ever happened to begin with. But you still have this memory of all of these things that happened, and so as you finally reunite at the castle gates with PANC standing there with whatever facial expression he happens to be carrying right now without WarMECH present, you find yourselves reunited in a very different place. So the four of you are back together, plus the two light warriors and their dead companions, and they seem to have regained their strength and courage by now. They're a little less shaken now that they're not simultaneously worrying about WarMECH destroying everything and chaos destroying them. So you have a moment to sit and chat in this peaceful little town.
So we did everything,
What
so nothing...
did you do to my robot? We were best friends. We were going to destroy all of my enemies together. Get all of the pancakes.
Speaking of pancakes, are we ever going to get those?
You say that just loud enough for the town guard, who was speaking with you before, to overhear it, and so he shouts from just inside the castle. He says, "Pancakes! Who said anything about pancakes?"
No. It can't be. No more pancakes?
And then you hear Bruce from behind the pillar saying, "Pancakes! I love pancakes!"
I hate you, Bruce. I hate you so much.
And then you start hearing echoes throughout the castle. "Pancakes? Well, that sounds like a brilliant idea." You see the king start to walk toward you, and he says, "Greetings, all of you. How are you? Oh, I don't believe I've seen you. Well, I've seen you around here, Alf. Good to see that you're back in town and keeping well behaved. What can I do for all of you? You look like adventurers."
Isn't Alf like
I
almost
attack the
dead?
king.
Before you can do that, the guard at the front raises up and grabs your arms, and he says, "I think you're going to want to hear this, all of you." The king says, "Yes, pancakes would be a brilliant idea. I like the sound of that. I haven't had pancakes in forever. How would you like to be present for a pancake brunch?"
No,
That's a great
pancakes
idea.
will taste like ash in my mouth. Do you know what I've just lost? I lost my best friend. We were going to be together forever and have adventures and wear funny hats and murder everyone. And you've
I've got
taken that
dibs on
away
Panc's.
from me.
I've got dibs on PANC's pancakes.
Then I call
Then
Nip
I
Fun
attack
as
the
maple
king.
syrup.
I attack the king.
Okay, roll to hit. Actually, roll for initiative first.
Just him or everyone?
19.
Are we all?
I'm not participating in this.
All right, is anyone trying to stop PANC?
I'll roll for initiative. Fine, I'll try
Oh gosh, you with the 2 hit points.
to defend my... I rolled a 13. I've got 2 hit points, yes.
Okay, so
You know what? Let's
PANC?
just have some fun. I'm gonna roll
PANC
too.
goes first. Oh wait,
I
we're
got
we're
first.
involving JOEV as well.
Yes. I'm gonna try to keep people from dying.
Joe, what's your initiative?
14.
Okay. And what was yours, Al?
It was 12, I think.
Okay. So
I rolled a 1. So I get 2 critical hits on the king.
Oh, okay.
that is positively so. And Lita, you said you were abstaining?
I'm just gonna stand here and watch.
Okay, good for you.
Oh, gosh.
Pank, go ahead.
Yep, I just rolled 2 critical hits on the king. Let's see. 43 damage and 42 damage. So
The king has-
95 damage. King.
What do you do to the soon-to-be deceased king?
Attack him with my sword. Oh, am I describing his death?
Well, he doesn't have that many hit points to spare, and his absorb is okay, but it's not that good.
I yell, "You will taste my pain, you withered old man. This is the pain of a lost friend."
And he dies with a look of surprise on his face. He said, "But pancakes!" The king is down. Jove, it's your turn. Everyone in the immediate vicinity just has this look of shock.
I'm gonna take a heal helm and shout heal and get us some health back.
Okay, so everyone on your team, I guess, if you're with Pank or opposing Pank, you can choose. Will recover however many hit points you roll. Go ahead and roll.
All right, how do I roll for the heal helmet? Because I think Alf had it.
1d12 plus 12 HP to all allies. Anyone you designate as an ally.
Oh, good. I rolled a 1. So 13.
Yay.
Okay. Everybody gets some hit points back. Alf, it's your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to cast a lit spell on Pank. Do I have to roll for the hit percentage?
No, you just roll for damage.
Roll for damage. Okay, great. Then I'm doing 3, 4, and 9. So that's 34 damage.
Okay. You can use your magic defense to reduce that Pank, but you take that damage.
Okay.
He just fries you at point blank range.
Okay.
The guard who is front and center is just looking shocked. And he looks down, he looks at the king, he looks up at you. He takes the crown off the king's head and gingerly extends his arm towards you, Pank, and just plops it on your head and backs backwards and says,
"The king is dead! Long live the king!"
It's your turn, Pank.
I ordered the guards to attack the party. Or no, I ordered the guards to attack Alf.
Okay.
Okay, you give your order. They say, "Yes, king, Sir King, your kingliness." Jove, it's your turn.
Spoiler alert, I'm the last boss, apparently.
Do they attack? Is he gonna attack me after he attacks Alf, or is he just attacking Alf?
Depends if you're gonna attack me. Alf is now an enemy of the Kingdom of Coneria. You can be an enemy of the Kingdom of Coneria, or you can be a friend of the Kingdom of Coneria.
What if I heal everyone? What happens?
Heal Alf, you were an enemy of the Kingdom of Coneria.
Yeah, you
If I
can
heal
kill
you too.
both Alf and Pank at the same time. It's not gonna have to pick sides.
On the one hand,
Remember how he made fun of you all those times?
right, but on the other
Remember how I'm
hand,
king now?
he's gonna kill me.
What you doing, Joe?
I wasn't prepared for an ethical dilemma.
Ugh.
Alright, if I'm gonna die nobly. And not help the person who was mean to me for all those times. So, let's take a hammer and do some hammer business.
Okay.
To our final boss.
Did you say it's hammer time?
It's hammer time. Okay, I need to roll the hit, don't I? Okay, I roll outside of my hit percentage. You have to roll to evade now.
Yeah, you dodgy king, you. What's your evade check, Pank?
Oh, sorry.
You got a hammer flying at you.
Sorry, I'm dropping my own power. I forgot to roll. Yep, it's within 59.
Okay, you dodge. Alf, go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to do a lit spell against Pank again.
Okay.
Because it was so good last time. 5, 4, so that's 33 damage.
Okay.
All right, you see this tiny black dot appear a short distance from you, and you start to hear this whistling sound as the dot expands, this dark spot. And you look up into the sky, and you see this big shiny orb that seems to be falling to earth, spindly legs outstretched. And then it collides and explodes the pavement underneath it, this time landing on its feet. Standing before you is WarMECH.
Buddy! I missed you so much!
WarMECH says, broken time loop detected. WarMECH remembers original directive, destroy Coneria. WarMECH
Oh, goodness.
launches a nuclear attack, charging up its main primary emitter there, and it starts to glow with this frightening heat as it's aimed directly at PANC. Destroy the king, destroy the kingdom, mission will be accomplished. PANC?
I put the crown on Alf's head.
PANC, you take 226 damage from a nuclear blast.
Okay. I'm dead. That's a, you know what? If I had to go, I would.
And there's this smoking, just the smoking boots where PANC used to be standing, and they stink of pancakes. WarMECH says, mission accomplished, input command.
No. He needs to destroy the rest of Coneria, too.
He seems to have done a little bit of soul searching and reprogramming himself in a way, sort of moving beyond his own programming, and determined, he said, or it or she or whatever, said, destroy the king, you destroy the kingdom.
Is he Johnny Five? Is
WarMECH
alive?
He might just be. He is
Oh
alive.
man, I am perfectly happy with his death. If I help make a badass Johnny Five.
So
Johnny
He says input directive, right?
Yeah, WarMECH says input command. Doesn't
It's
say
a
it to
WarMECH.
anybody in particular. You just hear this coming out of the speaker.
Might devote all faculties to the production of pancakes.
Affirmative. And WarMECH begins to march off towards the Coneria pantry. Everyone in the kingdom now has sort of gathered around the castle, and they're just staring blankly, not even able to process what has just transpired here. And the guard finds the scorched crown that's rolled off to the side.
I've got a favor to ask. Can
Yes.
Bruce be caught in the blast? I don't care.
Bruce is partially caught in the blast.
Sweet. Does he look like Walter Frang at the end of season 3 of Breaking Bad?
Whatever you say.
Sweet.
We have a scorched crown that's rolling around. The guard picks it up. Ooh, it's hot! And he puts a glove on and picks it up. And gingerly tosses it up on top of WarMECH. And WarMECH is now wearing the crown. All hail the new king!
Yes. You know
and
what?
the new king marches off to
Absolutely.
Coneria Kitchen to bake pancakes for everyone to celebrate.
Yes.
The end.
Pancakes. So how much experience do we get?
Totally worth
We level up to
Um,
level like 3 million.
As high as you can count, you level up that many times.
Oh, level 4.
The end. Once again.
Yay.
I came back as a Force Ghost of pancakes after the pancakes.
Next time on the Game Cola RPG Cast, Kenzu. Oh, wrong. What am I saying?
So, thank you everyone for making a mess of this beautiful campaign. I love it.
I warned you.
Recorded.
Oh, I
Oh my
warned
God.
you.
If you
I
can
never
believe it,
understood the time loop thing either, so...
if you can believe it, I actually anticipated that you would take WarMECH and bring it back to destroy Coneria. That was in my notes as a possibility. So,
You know what? Good on you. Good on you for foreseeing that.
well, I figured one of a couple things, that either you'd attack the warriors and you get into a scuffle with them, and then chaos would get into the middle of it, so you'd sort of have like a three-way attack going on, or that you'd bring WarMECH into the fray and use him against chaos to make the battle much easier, or bring chaos into the fray to use it against the light warriors and then chaos when he showed up, or that you were just going to completely ignore all of that and go blow up the town. So all of the above.
I
Hooray.
mean, when you say them all together like that, it really, at least with me in this game, it seems like the last option is the most likely.
Quite so. So that, as they say, is that.
See if I can grab myself some Din. Okay. Do. I'm back.
Okay. So we're just waiting on Joseph.
I cooked my burrito.
How's your burrito, Michael?
I haven't started eating it yet, actually.
Wow.
I'm gonna let it cool down for a bit.
Probably a good call.
I haven't had this type of burrito before.
What kind of burrito is it?
Oh, it's great. The 7-Eleven Select Red Hot Beef Burrito Grande.
Oh, that sounds like something you're gonna regret eating in a few hours.
Yeah, it kinda does.
And I'm back again. What does after a few hours?
The burrito's gonna be regretted very soon.
Yes.
It's a 7-Eleven Select spicy beef something burrito.
Yeah, see, I'm used to the place in Oregon where we have something besides 7-Eleven, so it's not. They obviously don't sell 7-Eleven burritos at the non-7-Eleven.
You don't know. They could just be repackaged.
Could be.
Does anyone have a hard stop deadline or expecting to suddenly disappear off the call tonight?
I mean, I'm going to turn into a werewolf at 8:45. Is that a problem?
Okay, I'll hold you to it.
It's just that's. I thought everyone knew. I turn into a werewolf at 8:45 every January 17th.
Oh, okay. See, I always leave you by like 8:43 on the 17th, so I never get to see it.
You know, that's a really good point. No, it's I mean, I'll still sound exactly the same. It's just that my headphones don't fit as well, and so I might be a little quieter. I don't know if that's really going to impact the quality of the podcast, but I don't want to risk it.
Yeah, understood.
Thank you for almost making me choke on my cereal.
That's one way.
What kind of cereal is it? Is it Captain Crunch?
It's multigrain Cheerios, but we ran out of milk.
Healthy.
I didn't know that.
Jesus.
I didn't know that until I had already poured the cereal, so I just have this dry cereal.
Did you just pick do you just have your cereal in blank boxes? How do you not know it before you pour it?
No, I didn't know that we didn't have any milk.
Oh,
this is just dry cereal.
Oh gosh.
Next time on the Game Cola RPG Cast, a terrible technical mishap. Blub.
So I'm assuming Mike is done leveling?
Yarp.
So,
is everyone done or close to done then?
Yeah, finish my burrito. We're good.
So